When creating a purchase order within X3, the user will start by clicking on the New button. The first field to be specified will be the purchasing site. The order date will default to today's date. Next, the supplier from which the purchase order will go can be defined. Down on the Controls tab, default information from the supplier master in relationship to the Pay To account, the address, payment terms, tax rules, and carriers can be captured. The reference field can be utilized to capture a quotation number if the vendor supplied you with a quote in advance. Default buyer will be brought in. Respective carrier can be defined, as well as the respective shipping mode. In the lower right-hand corner, one will see different flags to specify different order statuses. The sign field will be activated in cases whereby signature controls are turned on. The printed flag will indicate as to whether or not the purchase order has been printed yet. The closed flag is an indication as to whether or not the order has been closed by being fully received or has been manually closed. The received status indicates as to whether or not the inventory or service that the purchase order has been made out for has been received. Then the invoicing flag indicating as to whether or not you've received a bill yet from the supplier. Next, on the Lines tab, one can come in here to specify the product or products that one wishes to buy. In the event that the supplier isn't tied to the product master file, one will receive this warning message. The warehousing site into which the goods should be received is captured here, as well as that respective address. In the order field, one can specify the number of units that are to be purchased. The expected date of the receipt can be specified. In the event that a purchase price list isn't established for the supplier and product, one will need to manually define the gross price. The purchase type field can be used to specify whether or not this is a standard purchase, the purchase of a fixed asset, or the purchase of a service. Then these final fields on the line are in relationship to the analytical dimensions, whether those be department dimensions, product type dimensions, project dimensions. If there's any additional analytical references required by the finance department, those can be specified herein. So upon completion of your lines, one can come down here and click on Create. And then you have your purchase order. From there, if one wishes to print out the order, the print button can be set. The purchase order form can be selected. And upon clicking on print, that will in part generate your report document and send it to your printer.